I sat down with a plan and thought, right, okay, where do I need to be? Where do I need to go? There's a little wolf. There we go.
Yeah.
So the little wolf.
Cool.
Fan dabby dozy.
Funny noises. Just ignore the clicking in the background.
It's the wicked pup of the group. Yay!
Yeah,
I'm sure there are plenty of other people out there who have their own little pups as well.
The secure pup.
Yeah,
secure pup. He's secure, all right.
My little one.
Can you say wicked wolf?
Yeah.
No.
Close enough. I'm going to ask a very cheeky question. How do you feel about PC gamers? Oh, sorry, not PC gamers, mobile gamers.
Oh my! I thought you was going to start something there.
I just threw a match into it all. I wanted to see if it would fire.
So my reaction obviously tells you my answer. I do not mind mobile gaming.
Keeping it diplomatic.
I do not mind mobile gaming at all. It's the fact that when people just focus mainly towards mobile gaming, they don't have PlayStation, they don't have Xbox, they don't have PC. I just want to go up and shake them and go, "What are you doing?" You know, like, get a console, get a PC.
And they're gaming on like a Samsung Note 20 or something like that. They've got the money. It's not that they don't want to. I'm a gamer, and it's like one button to play on Candy Crush.
On my game, on my phone, I seriously, I've got like 4 games. I will tell you exactly what I've got. So I've got Mario Kart. I've got Call of Duty Mobile. I've got Mobile Legends. I've just recently downloaded that because Glenn keeps annoying me about it. That's our vice president of esports, by the way.
Glenn, how could you?
Yes, and
you've corrupted our president.
I'm footy manager. Yeah, it's
okay.
They're the only 4 games I've got on my mobile.
I got Scrabble. That's it, and even that I'm thinking of uninstalling.
Right. Okay. We're talking about mobile gaming. Let's Scrabble.
Well, Scrabble I got as an app on my damn phone. I just figured I like to use my cerebellum every now and then. Then I started playing and I realized I don't have much of a cerebellum against these guys. So off with that. What
was the question? Sorry.
Well, the question was what your thought about mobile gaming, but I think we got our answer.
No, there was a question from.
Yeah, so I got one saying Little Wolf needs to start gaming too.
Yep.
Okay, that's not much of a question, but he'll be there.
Yeah, already started.
Should be there next month.
Question from Sharon from Not
Sharon!
You. Yeah, for Jordan, she said, "Why did you mention Sims? She feels like she has been missed out."
Sims,
yeah.
Where do I start with Sims?
I was just about to say that because I'm stuck with Sims.
I'm joking. Sims is a very good game. It's very chilled. It's not really something that goes down competitive. It's more around content. So that it does have it doesn't have a large content following, but it has a large-ish content following, and a lot of people play it. I know there used to be a member that was in our organization about 6 months ago called Grey Wolf. She played Sims religiously and she streamed it all the time. She got to a point where she had like 1,000 followers just because of Sims. So it's not like it's a bad game or anything like that. It's just very underutilized, I'd say.
I find it's more of a chilled game, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Sit back.
And we much rather have a heart attack and an adrenaline rush. So I'm very sorry. If you're too chilled, you're supposed to be a hunter. Come on, you're a wolf, right?
Unlike the online gamers, who are having heart attacks.
Heart attack. We have a gamer. His name is the Angry Gamer. And the first time I watched it for the first 20 minutes, he was more chilled than an ice cream. My God, he wasn't. I'm like, you said your name was Angry Gamer, right? And I haven't even heard you say out of frustration. And then when I log off, he turns into the Incredible Hulk. I mean, you jackass. That's what I was looking for. But that is what I believe a gamer acts like.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Yep.
Sims, my left toenail. My
Whatever
gosh.
gamer says they never rage. Yeah. Need help.
I'm usually cooler than a cucumber, but when I genuinely ditched Tekken because I was losing my crap too much. I used to play for 3-4. I'm gonna win the next one. I'm gonna win the next one, and I lost like 10 in a row. I'm like, that's it. I'm done with this game. It was like I was playing like 4 or 5 hours straight a night, and I'm thinking, there's more to my life than this game. There are other games out there in the world. So I ditched that. I got myself recently. I just got myself Control. And now I'm waiting on, Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's the one I really want to get.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you guys play the originals?
I cannot play them. It's...
Really?
I can't do them. No.
Oh, get out. I mean, you know what? The Final Fantasy VII for me was the peak. After Final Fantasy VII, it just went downhill. Final Fantasy VIII was okay. 9 was 10 was interesting because it was on PlayStation 2. The story did just go worse and worse and worse. And then they try to sex it up by saying Final Fantasy 12 Women's Edition or some crap like that. Like,
So,
what the hell are you doing?
This is a bit of a one. To me, Final Fantasy is like Fast and Furious. They should have stopped after October.
Oh no!
Oh, gee. You know, fair point.
I have opened a can of worms. We've just dropped like 8 viewers after I made that remark, but it's true. It's true.
You know what? It is. You know what? Yeah, because they were trying to be. You know, with Final Fantasy VII, my theory. My cousin told me this, and I agree with him. They had so much time to develop Final Fantasy VII. They took their flipping time with it. And generally, there's never been a story in Square Enix have ever made that matched to that. It's shock value. What happened to Ares? Spoiler alert. And the way the Cloud's real identity that comes out. That's what I loved about that. Ever since, I've never had that feeling from an RPG ever. I mean, RPGs have been cool. Like you've got your Witcher 3 hunt. You've got Outer Worlds is out there. What else? Give me some RPGs. I can't remember any off the top of my head. When you put on the flipping spot, you forget them all. Skyrim, Fallout. Yeah. Was it Fallout? Yeah, Fallout is awesome.
Is World of Warcraft classed as well?
World of Warcraft. See, my issue is because I'm a very campaign-based guy. I get a little bit itchy and scratchy with some RPGs because then I'm that kind of guy who says, I can't make a decision. And then you're supposed to pick one route and it fucks. So I generally sometimes Google, now what happens if I make this decision? Because I'm such a wussy. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings in the game.
I think the most underrated RPG of all time for me is Darksiders. The story behind that game is actually ridiculous. And it's one of the most underrated games.
It's the Horseman, isn't it? The Horseman,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, is that really an RPG? It's more like an action hack and slash, really?
It's more puzzle, though. So it's...
Yeah. More like what God of War was on up to PS3, right? Yeah. No, that was amazing. I do generally like that.
Stuff like Dark Souls and that. Dark Souls, Bloodborne, that's RPGs as well. So,
do they really fall? Okay, if they fall under RPG, for me, they're just kind of like hack and slashes. RPGs, I find more are heavily story based, to my opinion. Darksiders Darksiders has an amazing story as well.
Who does. Ash will understand this. I know he's in chat. I can see his messages. We know somebody in the team that just likes story based games, don't we, Ash? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Aside from me,
is there any questions or anything?
Sorry.
We've got a question here. From Linda Daly? How do you rate talent for the competitive scene for games like Rainbow Six and COD?
So we have a strict recruitment process more than anything. Recruitment with the competitive side, we look at mainly stats. So if it's a game like Call of Duty, we will have a look at their KD. We'll have a look at so you've got the individual stats. So you've obviously you'll have search and destroy. You'll have your DOM. You'll have your what's the other one? Hardpoint. Sorry. And then after that, we'll have a look at their individual KDs and we'll have a look at the weapons that they use. And then we will get probably our IGL of that competitive team to give them a tryout. By recognizing the last name, I know who you're referring to. I work with Josh Daly, who's on the new Grab Bear team. He's on Muller's new Grab Bear team. And his brother's just joined us for the Rainbow Six competitive team.
Awesome.
He's unbelievable. Honestly, awesome. I was watching them practice last night. The comms was on point, and there was insane. So he is a very good player, but we do have a strict recruitment process unless I know the individual. Obviously, I know Josh, and he was telling me for a few days about his brother. But that's why we do have a stricter recruitment process around that, especially with they have to sign like an NDA because at the end of the day, we don't want our information, our protected. Our ideas, our marketing strategies going to other teams.
Our techniques and everything, of course.
Yeah. It's not the fact that we do anything dodgy or anything like that. It's just the fact that we want to protect our brand more than anything.
Yeah. We don't do anything dodgy anymore. Whoops! Sorry, couldn't resist. I have to call someone out, don't I, Sean?
Yeah, you have to call someone out.
I have to call someone out. What's her name again? Marco Marcello. Marcello? I would just like to say, shame on you for not watching any of the Fast and Furious. Up to 5, they were amazing. You have to go and watch. There were only 5. I just let you know there's only 5. Okay, 3. Which? No. That's come on. 5 was the best. The one in Brazil was the best.
I'm willing to buy the DVDs for them and just send them over to them if they really want it.
Let's a GoFundMe page for Mark, please. She hasn't seen the bloody Fast and Furious. Please give us a penny. Jeez.
To me, there's a few films that should have stopped after like 3. Rocky.
Get out. Shame on you. All right, Terminator. Yeah, I'll give you that. There's only 2 Terminators. I'm sorry.
Terminator. Fast and Furious. What's the one with Tom Cruise?
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Sort of. They're so much fun.
Yeah, that's...
see, I'm a kid in the 90s. I like the cheesy action. I love the cheese. Nowadays, people are getting so wrapped up and they have to have a real story or something like that. We need some cheesy stuff out there. I need cheesy action. That's why I like the Mission Impossible.
To be fair, everybody says after the 3rd film, they start going downhill. But there is an exception to that. And by the way, this podcast isn't sponsored by it, but John Wick. That is all I'm saying.
Ooh, yes. I second that opinion. I say even The Matrix kind of went down after number 2 and 3, and they dare try to risk making a 4. John Wick, geez. I cannot wait for number 4. Number 4 is so cool. And how have we
gone to movies?
I don't know. Sorry, wrong. But they are. Well, you know what? I can bring it back to games. They are making a John Wick video game.
Oh, I would buy that.
You know what? And they're working with the people who make the movie. You know why? Because they can't just make a regular action movie with a guy running around and shooting people and slap the name John Wick on it. What made John Wick amazing was the fighting styles. Never mind just with the gun, but the one-on-ones, right? The Brazilian jiu-jitsu used in the game. So they have to figure out a technique in the gaming style so that we can particularly partake in that action style with John Wick as well as just the firing the guns. That's going to be interesting to see.
Also, they've got based the game on the story itself, on how he became that person.
Awesome. So like a prequel.
Yeah, so they could be looking at making a campaign for it.
In number 4, I think they elaborated into it where he originally come from, but they didn't go into it in detail. They just explained that he got traveler passage through to America.
Number 3, you mean?
No, was it number 3? No,
the latest one's number 3, Michael Ben. Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, number 4.
The latest one's number 3.
Number 4 is coming out this year. But they can see that they're teeing it up for his backstory more than anything. So I'm looking forward to John Wick 4. But going on to something that was a game and like a series, what did we think to Witcher?
I mean, oh my God, he's straining.
Yeah, that's
Are you straining because you're full of it? Because of your opinion on Witcher?
Personally, I'm not a massive fan of Witcher. I loved the game. I did. I'm sorry.
Sorry. No, I wouldn't do that. Go ahead.
I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed some of the episodes, but I just can't seem to sit there and marathon it.
The way I look at it for The Witcher is I compare it to, because it's more of the style of Thrones. So I look at season 1 Thrones and I think, do you know what? Witcher absolutely crapped on it. I'm just excited the fact that it's been renewed for 4 more seasons for Netflix. 4 more seasons, yeah.
Awesome.
Henry Cavill has turned around and said he will carry on playing The Witcher as long as there's content. So
I heard that. Awesome.
That is more what I am looking forward to. Season 1 Witcher outshines season 1 Thrones. If it carries on the projection that it is going to, it's going to be the biggest show we've ever seen.
Must admit, they couldn't have picked anyone better though to play The Witcher.
Perfect guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody could say and
he's a gamer
as perfectly as him.
He's a gamer. He's probably not even watching this. If he was, that'd be amazing. But if he joined our team, that'd be insane. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he's a hell of a guy. He nearly missed the role for Superman. Remember?
Yep.
He was playing Dungeons and Dragons. I think it was not Dungeons and Dragons. What was he playing?
Warcraft, I think.
Warcraft. That was it. He was doing a raid or something.
Yeah,
he was in the middle of the game, and then he missed the call, and then he said, "Oh God damn! I better call him back."
We need to get some celebrities in the team.
Yes, we do. We need bigger celebrities. We need bigger celebrities. Yeah, eventually, one day we'll get them.
We do have a close connection with John Coachman. Obviously, he contacted us about his son. We're obviously in chats with him about his son potentially joining as an honorary member, but we'll see how them talks go.
Well, Let me just make this clear, though. It would be cool to have celebrities, but we don't rely on celebrities because we're all badass as we are.
Exactly.
There we go. Yeah.
Exactly.
Kumbaya, my... Sorry. One thing I want to bring it back to now, I mean, Witcher, yes. I mean, aside from the TV series, the game, you know what I love really about the game? It's not even the game itself, right? I mean, I love playing it. I ran through one time, and I'm the type of guy, there's multiple endings. I don't have the patience to do it all over again. I YouTube the other flipping endings, right? But it's more the work ethic and the quality ethics of the company themselves, Project Red, and the way they don't treat us like freaking cash cows. I mean, I know that they were never going to do a DLC, and then they did the one DLC. What was it, Blood and Wine for $19.99? You buy a skin on, I don't know, Modern Warfare for $19.99 or something like that. They gave you how many hours of content for that amount of money? It was another game, for God's sake. Yeah, and now the Cyberpunk. When they said that they were going to delay Cyberpunk, nobody freaked out. Nobody got cheesed off. Nobody got ticked off that how dare you delay it. They all said, we trust you. So just make sure it's going to be awesome when it's released. We know that you're going to do something awesome. So right?
with that, I completely agree. So you look at Fortnite, and it's the same shit. Sorry for my language. Thank you. It is the same stuff over and over and over and over. The battle pass is exactly the same. Basically, it's copy and paste. Same with FIFA. That is a game I'm not really a fan of. I'm a big football fan, by all means. I just cannot stand FIFA.
I tell you, just something. Yeah, if we're looking into Fortnite, yeah, I'll admit I sweated Fortnite when it first came out.
Oh, we all did.
Yeah,
we all did. Apart from Zubair, because he likes his Tekken.
50 packs.
I couldn't give two hoots.
Yeah, but looking at it, obviously, because I'm close in work with Unreal Engine and Unity and stuff like that, and the way the game mechanisms work, we do look at it as if it is copy, paste that character, just put a new suit on them. That's literally all it is. It's copy, paste, new suit. That's it.
The mechanic, I think Fortnite, the mechanics at the start was very good. The thing that made Fortnite what it is today, where it's very hated, is because the success of Fortnite went very fast. So anything that goes from 0 to 200 in a matter of months and becoming one of the biggest games in the world in the matter of over 6 months is going to have a big hatred. More of the
haters gonna hate.
Yeah. More of the factor was though when they changed the building. So initially, season 1, 2, you could literally just build up people would just build a wall and a ramp, and you'd sit on it and you'd have a fight. Whereas now it's the best builder wins, and I don't like it. That's why I've now gone to Apex Legends, because it's literally you've got your abilities, you've got your positioning, you've got all sorts of different matter. It's not just who can wrap up the highest. I'm not trying to build like Blackpool Tower. I'm trying to kill you.
You're not a civil engineer.
Yeah.
Step back. I've got an architect.
We have got a question, and this one might raise a few punches.
Oh no.
Question for all of you: which do you prefer to play on PC or console, and why?
PlayStation. PlayStation is king. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm not sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Terrible.
You PC all the way, aren't you, Jordan?
How many people stop watching now after I said that?
Personally, for me, I'm looking forward to the new Xbox more than anything. I think I've had a look at the specs. I do have PC. I do have Xbox. I have had PlayStation 4, obviously for competitive COD reasons. But for me, I think Xbox, especially the way that they work, like Christmas, they will always give you a free game, no matter what. Xbox Live, they're always giving you free games. And I just feel like it's more user-friendly than PlayStation.
You see, so I can't really say anything because PlayStation Plus, we get 2 free games every month. We do.
Yeah,
but,
I'm on PlayStation. I signed up for PlayStation Plus because I wanted to play Tekken online. And I quit Tekken after 3 months. I was like, oh my god. I mean, it's my favorite fighting game ever. It will never. I don't know. It's more the nostalgia of it, but then that's beside the point. But with PlayStation now, you're absolutely right. You get 2 free games every month. You get a a 16-bit game kind of thing, as well as a high-quality game as well. Like, what was it? Neo was out last month or something like that, a couple of months ago, I remember. And I think that was just to get people excited for Neo 2. That's just released this month, which reminds me, I've got to pick that up tomorrow. But yeah, that's the thing you get with PlayStation now as well. But at the end of the day, guys, it's just like I would want to remind everybody, this is only friendly banter. I'm sure PC is amazing. I'm sure Xbox is amazing. It's just PlayStation happens to be king. Just get over yourselves. Don't worry about it. We will still love you otherwise.
We got a few comments here, so we got.
I bet you do.
Noxy EU. But can you just let Jordan know that he is no longer my fellow DJ?
Oh, the play.
We need some sorrow music in the background right now.
I'll find him in a minute.
And Sharon Miller put, he is no longer my Aussie.
Oh. That hurt me more. That hurt me more.
Wait, give me a moment. Let me see if I can.
There is nothing better.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's me. There we go.
Perfect.
Back to you.
that comment about me not allowed to be Aussie. So a bit of a backstory, right? So obviously Sharon is obviously Aussie's wife. We all know that. Glenn, who's our VP of esports, his wife's called Sharon Miller. She's actually commenting in chat. But what it is obviously when she was on a call once when me and Glenn were talking about marketing, because he was the director of brand at the time. And I turned around and she was just in the back. I was like, all right, is that your wife? Yeah. Called Sharon, isn't she? And then just out of nowhere, because I'm a big Ozzy Osbourne fan, I went, Sharon, the butter's not in the bathroom. And obviously Glenn's done it ever since. But now his little lad's been doing it. So little Hunter, my little mate, Hunter, if you're watching, much love, brother. He literally runs around going, Sharon. It's really cute, but really funny.
Oh, adorable. I would like to bring it to something a little bit more serious. Obviously, we're all talking about it. It's affect the globe. It is our favorite friend, the little 1 micron valued coronavirus causing the COVID-19 illness across the globe. First things first, I'm sure we all agree. Our hearts go out to anybody who's been affected by it, and everybody make sure they do make the proper precautions. You all know what you need to do. We don't need to repeat it. Wash your hands, stay at home, social distancing.
I'm not going to lie, though. I do want to see Jordan do a TikTok.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Sorry,
How do I put this very politely? You have more chance of having dinner with the Queen.
I'm going to hold you to that now. If I end up having dinner with the Queen,
Sean, you know how to use Photoshop, yeah? Just put yourself next to the Queen in Windsor Castle.
Yeah.
So I can see a question here. What games do WWG focus on? So at the moment, we do have a few teams. We've got Apex, Fortnite, Overwatch, Call of Duty. Well, we're working on a Call of Duty team. We've got Rainbow Six. We have League of Legends. We have... Do you know what? I'll get my phone up because it's got it all on here. We've got Paladins, and we are looking at getting a CSGO team.
Fan-dabby-dozy.
How did you get your beard so lush?
Genetics, motherfucker. I have grown this since I was 14. I started shaving a little bit, and I thought, well, it's a religious thing, guys. You must know, right? Muslims, a lot of us, we like to grow our beard as well for a religious purpose, right? So I shaved at first, and I thought, no, I don't like this. I just don't feel right. And then I started growing it, and I've not shaved this since I was 15 years old. So we're going on 17 years now. 17 years to just let it grow, and you only trim it to make it nice and neat. And then apply oil, of course, and anti-dandruff shampoo, because when you get dandruff down here, it is a mother fudger. It itches like anything, but you man through it, and it pays off. I was growing the beard when people were just like, why have you got a beard? Why? I was doing it before it was cool. I just want to make people know.
Just to jump in, I've got a little surprise for everybody watching the podcast. One thing that people don't know about Zubair is he used to do stand-up comedy.
Oh, yeah. I mentioned, yes.
I have the video.
Oh, jeez. All right. Everybody put in the vote if y'all want to see it, because I loved it.
Oh, no, they're seeing it.
They're going to see it anyway. Okay.
They're going to see it. They're seeing it anyway. This is brilliant.
Hi there. Yes. Thank you very much for letting me perform. I have a very important announcement before I start. We will kill all the infidel scum. Sorry, wrong speech. That's for a different venue. No.
Very good, Zubair. Very good, Zubair.
2 bags of nitrogen fertilizer, 10 bottles of bleach, a kilo uranium. Why do they call it a dirty bomb with 10 bottles of bleach? Guess about 2 bags of shit, never mind. And you know what's really funny when I'm in Manchester and I'm walking down, I have a very aggressive walk, and I'm wearing these clothes won't really help. Everyone moves out of the way, even Scally, shut up. But some people get really funky. Down at the end of Oxford Road, right, there's the club top, you guys probably have seen it. And what happened was I was walking home late at night, 11:30. This poor girl, bless her, it's really cold. She's wearing little more than a vest and a belt. She's shivering. She looks at me and she says, "Can I borrow your beard to keep warm?" Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a thermal insulation.
That is so typical Manchester. First of all,
she doesn't know me from anywhere. She's shivering there. She ain't wearing but strings. And it's winter. Oh, it was brilliant. That club isn't there anymore, but it was hilarious. They've turned it into a shisha bar, typical. It's the Curry Mile. Because the Curry Mile, there's no bars anymore. It's just curry and shisha, that's it. And that was back in my uni days. Genuinely happened.
Walk us through that, Zubair. Come on, give us the story, man.
Yeah.
Genuinely. So my first time back in UK after I think 7-8 years. I moved to Pakistan when I was 14. Finished my high school back over there in Pakistan, and I wanted to come back here to Man Uni to start studying. And because I got a new British passport issued, and I was there for 7 years straight, I didn't even come back to the UK. There was nothing to come back to. The only 2 visas in there were for Saudi Arabia and Indonesia. Alarm bells. This is 2008. You got to remember. So. Naturally, they pulled me to the side. Naturally, they want to go through my bags. And it's the most adorable ladies ever there. There's a slightly elder lady. She was 45, 50. Not even elder, kind of middle age. And another one as well who was 30, 35. And she was
Sandra.
Sorry?
Bet you were called Sandra.
I don't remember the name because I only remember the Liverpool Football Club necklace. I just thought we're in Manchester. You're wearing Liverpool Football Club, and you're going through my bags. And it was the beautiful thing was they saw the funny side out of all of it. They were just having a laugh and joke. At the time, yes, a lot of people, they were getting stereotyped. A lot of Muslim guys who looked Muslim were generally getting pulled to the side for no particular reason. Just people just swinging their members, trying to prove rent-a-cops, trying to prove their worth. It wasn't even, any reason to do it. So, because being me, I just laughed my way out of it, genuinely with them. So that's the story too. It genuinely did happen, and it was hilarious. So, and again, the next part is also true. The type of books I had in the bags, so that's even better.
Well, I have linked it in. Obviously, we don't have time to watch the full video.
Of course. No.
I have linked the link to the YouTube page, Zubair's actual channel. So don't forget to go and drop him a subscribe.
Noxie wants a sexy beard stroke from Zubair. Come on, do it.
Go on, Zubair. Right, so before you even do this, I was on a phone call with Bearded Viking last night. Bearded Viking, if you're watching, much love, brother. Massive helped me out last night. You better do it better than him because he had a very good one.
Oh, I'll be honest with you. I don't stroke my beard that much. I stroke something else. Aha! Can you say demonetized?
You better not get us demonetized.
Go on. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It was right there.
That's a month suspension right there.
Disciplinary, but that's what I like.
He is a Canadian Zubair. I'm telling you now. He is a Canadian Zubair. So no pressure. Stage is yours.
I'm sorry, but I cannot be a Canadian. No way. So let's. Oh, really? Oh, put me on the full screen. Let's see what happens. Okay, Mr. Viking, I cannot match Viking blood because you guys have a natural talent. But for me, let's see if I can do something. Does that pass the test?
We'll leave it to the comment. We'll leave it to the comments and see what the comments.
To the comments.
Well, it didn't work for you. I mean, I like it.
we have got one from Sharon Miller, who put Jordan can try it on his wannabe beard.
Oh, His adorable little stubble. Yeah, you'll get that.
This isn't a beard. This is laziness.
During this whole podcast, is that I'm the only one with a really bad hairline?
Yes, but we just weren't polite about it. We didn't want to mention it.
It doesn't matter.
We just thought, oh, poor guy. I'm sure there are many other people suffering from that affliction.
Zubair will shave his beard off and make you a wig.
Oh, thank you.
Son of... I won't shave it off. The trimmings I'll collect and I'll give it to you.
You could just walk with me everywhere and I'll just have it on top of my head.
Oh, right, yeah. How short are you? You could just walk under here. It's just like...
5'9".
5'9". Okay, I might need heels. I'm 6 foot on the dot, so...
You can go and see that woman in Manchester and tell her, actually, it does work.
It does work, yes. It does keep people warm.
Me and a friend of mine decided to swap Tinders.
Oh no, please continue. Don't stop about that. Tinders are grinders.
Friend of mine called Imran Mullah, Zubair knows who this is, was helping my friend. And safe to say, I was hacked on Facebook. So if anybody's seen the post that I did put, I do apologise. It was not me. But do you know what? The Tinder responses was actually brilliant. I will tell you them right now.
Go on.
So match this one girl called Chelsea, right? And my friend decides to put, going back to the Liverpool theme, I support Liverpool, not Chelsea, ruin my life. So she replies, I wear Adidas, not Jordans, ruin my life.
I saw that.
Brilliant. That's amazing.
And I just put, fair play, that's an insane reply. I don't know how to respond.
You should have bought her a pair of Jordans. Any other games that you guys are looking forward to?
I've got one.
Go on.
Dying Light 2.
Oh, that would be good.
That's on PS5, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming out on PS5.
Mentions and everything. PlayStation 5 is king.
Dying Light.
But yeah, Dying Light 2 is going to be... The Last of Us 2, for God's sakes. Well, they're separate leagues, aren't they, really? Yeah. But Dying Light, oh my God, the first one was bloody amazing. I never thought... I usually hate first-person viewer games, FPS games. There's only a few exceptions. One was a game called Prey. Another was a game called everybody loves Doom. Everybody loves Doom, right? Yeah. I think if you don't love Doom, get the hell out. And then I started playing this one as well, Dying Light. And my God, the parkour, the way they did it in such a way, it didn't, I thought it was just going to be hectic, but it was so controlled. I love the gameplay on that game.
I'm probably more looking forward to the next COD. I'm not a big fan of Modern Warfare as the mechanics. I think it's very slow, very, very mechanical. I think the next Call of Duty is going to be more the Activision side, not the Activision side, the Black Ops series side. So that's something I'm more looking forward to.
More Treyarch next.
Treyarch, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
And then we're looking into. Well, I can't really say anything because I'm a huge fan of the new Modern Warfare. Like, I've played Call of Duty since it first came out, so. Yeah, so I used to be the guy that trick shotted, and yeah, it was nasty.
You horrible person.
And had Fez in your name.
No. Let's start charging
me because FaZe is cool.
Start charging me.
Why am I promoting FaZe on here?
That's a good point.
That's me getting fined.
Shame on you. Right. So, seriously, Sean, though. So that's the what you said, the Dying Light 2. You already said that, aren't you? Yeah, that's awesome. Anybody else out there who's anything in the comments saying any games they're particularly looking forward to? Any of you guys out there have something that you'd like to highlight on? Somebody's looking. Andy Osborne had to cancel his pre-order copy of Doom.
Couldn't afford it. Oh, you poor dude. That sucks, man. Right?
I've just seen the comment of Glenn. We've all watched Fitz, haven't we?
Yeah. Fitz is hilarious. Yeah.
You know Ainsley. I'm a sneaky man.
Oh yeah.
My name's Ainsley.
I do the sniping. Yes, that's very good.
I see him. I see him, but he can't see me. I'm a sneaky man.
It's so simple, but somehow he makes it so funny. It's brilliant. God almighty.
Samson's looking forward to Cyberpunk. I know he's been looking forward to that for a while.
Of course. Cyberpunk, yes. Oh God, that's going to be amazing.
Caleb Gibson has been looking forward to Fallout 76. Humber Gaming is looking forward to the new Avenger game. Eric Lara, who is our competitive esports manager, he's looking forward to Doom. There's a few games that everybody seems to be looking forward to.
That's awesome, because I'm kind of like stuck now with as much as I say PlayStation is king, I've got to a point where I'm just kind of waiting for the following months because there's a lot of games coming up.
You know, like so keep rubbing in PlayStation's king.
I'm sorry. I mean, I can't help it. I'm going to get a crown, and I'm going to write PlayStation on the damn crown. But no, that's the thing, because I know I keep bringing it up, but I'm just waiting right now for a lot more consoles to come, a lot of games to come out. That's my position right now, because I've clocked a lot of them. I might just get the Now membership just to play. You know that $8.99 membership you get where you can stream games? I might get that for a couple of months and wait until some serious games come out, you know? Because that's going to be some pretty awesome.
Wondering if you guys have heard about Valorant new Riot game.
I have. It is more Overwatch-ish. So it's a 5v5 based. It's like Overwatch mixed with Paladins, with a bit of like COD dynamic in there. The gameplay looks really good and it looks really promising. It could potentially take over Overwatch, but there is a few bugs on their system at that end. But they've got to smooth that out and do that. Much love to everyone.
Yep, much love.
Wolves out. Oh! That was a terrible howl.
Wolves, yeah, throw me to the wolves, throw me to the wolves, wolves, yeah, throw me to